by Trent Reinsmith, April 20, 2018, 2:30 p.m. Follow at Trent Reinsmith. The UFC is in Atlantic City for the first time in nearly 4 years for Saturday's UFC Fight Night 128. In the main event, highly ranked lightweights Edson, Barboza and Kevin Lee look to remind everyone that, despite all the movement at the top of the divisional rankings, they remain viable title contenders in the ridiculously competitive division. Speaking of competitive, a number of the fights on this card could have ramifications on the rankings. That includes the co-headliner, which pits Frankie Edgar against Cub Swanson in a featherweight scrap. UFC Fight Night 128 takes place at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and the card airs on FS1 following early prelims on UFC Fight Pass. Here are 10 reasons to watch the event. 1. Forgotten no more. The first 2 weeks of April had to be tough for Barboza, 19-5 MMA, 13-5 UFC, and Lee, 16-3 MMA, 9-3 UFC. As they prepared for their UFC Fight Night 128 battle, they had to watch Khabib Nurmagomedov capture the lightweight title with a one-sided decision win over last-minute injury replacement Al Iaquinta on April 7. 7 days later, Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje battled it out in a Fight of the Year contender that Poirier won with a fourth-round TKO. Those two fights had a significant effect on the USA Today Sports Majunkie MMA lightweight rankings. The biggest beneficiaries of the shakeup were, of course, Nurmagomedov and Poirier. The new champ moved from number 3 to number 1, while Poirier surged 4 spots to No. 5. That jump launched him past Lee, who sits at number 8, and Barboza, who is ranked at No. 7. The lightweight division is discombobulated at this moment. No one seems sure if ex-champion, and current No. 3 ranked 155-pounder, Conor McGregor is going to come back this year, or ever. Meanwhile, the number 2 ranked, and now ex-interim champ, Tony Ferguson is on the mend from knee surgery, and No. 4 ranked ex-champ Eddie Alvarez is waiting for his next fight booking. Barboza and Lee are in a difficult spot in Atlantic City. Both are coming off losses to fighters ranked above them, Barboza to Nurmagomedov and Lee to Ferguson. With all of the movement in the 155-pound division earlier this month, Barboza and Lee have kind of been the forgotten men. UFC Fight Night 128 is their opportunity to remind fans that they are both still in the hunt for UFC gold. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.10 Aljamain Sterling, Aspen Ladd, Breaking, Brett Johns, Chase Sherman, Corey Anderson, Cub Swanson, Dan Hooker, David Branch, Edson Barboza, Frankie Edgar, Jim Miller, Justin Willis, Kevin Lee, Leslie Smith, Luan Chagas, Merab Dvalishvili, Patrick Cummins, Ricky Simon, CR Bahadirzada, Thiago Moreta, Santos. UFC Fight Night 128 featured news. UFC